Okay, hello everyone. We are going to create a tutorials about Blender 3D, and Blender 3D is considered as an open source 3D animation software. And by 3D animation software, we mean 3D modeling and 3D animation. So 3D modeling is basically creating a 3D character and then animating this 3D character. So let's start talking a little bit about the interface of the Blender, and it's also an open source program, so you can download it for free and start working with it on your computer, PC or Mac. So that's why we use this specific software to create our tutorials. And let's now start talking about the interface. So basically, you see now this interface that contain welcome screens that has some tutorials and the recent files. And if you clicked outside this welcome screen, you will get into the 3D stage, and this is basically the 3D stage with the 3D mesh. So you have the y-axis and x-axis, and this blue arrow reflect on the z-axis, and this is a 3D primitive object, which is a cube. And on the left side, you will find a properties bar, which contains sub-tabs. So tools tab, which contain some tools related to this 3D object, and if you click on create tab, you will find some primitive 3D objects. You can use it to build your 3D character, and also some curves, some light, some text armature, and we'll be going over every one of these during our tutorials, and also multiple other tabs for animation and physics and so on. And in the bottom, you will find the timeline, which is the timeline for the animation. So 0 reflects on frame 0, and 20, frame 20, frame 40, frame 60. So basically, when you are animating any 3D object inside the 3D stage, you are going to go from 0 in time towards whatever you want here. And then here is the toolbar for the timeline. So you have a play button, reverse button, and also some multiple options here, record and keyframes. And we are going to look over everything at its suitable time. And then on the right side, you have some properties too. You have some properties related to the camera, and if you see, this is the camera here that is pointed to the 3D object, and this is a light. So basically you will find some properties for the camera and also for the world itself. So if you want to create a sky, a background, a ground itself, you can create it from here. And also some properties for the object itself, for the cube object, some modifiers, and I will tell you what's meant by modifiers. And also, if you want to add materials or color your object, you can color it in this properties tab. And then if you want to add texture, you can add texture from here too. So that's basically the Blender interface. And also you have menu bar here, and each part of this interface can be changed. So if you see this little icon, if you clicked on it, you can toggle into another bars using this cursor. So for example, this is the 3D menu item. If you clicked on UV image, that will change totally the screen to the UV editor part. If you toggle back to 3D view, you can see the 3D view again. Also, if you clicked on the plus signs here, you will find another information like the location of the object, the rotation, the scale, the dimension, and so on. If you want to hide this panel, just click on the edge and drag it to the right. Okay, so this is basically the interface. We are going to change the interface a lot in the next videos. We are going to change properties here, so everything is can be changed in the interface. So pay attention to me in the next videos. By the end of these tutorials, which is the beginner level of Blender 3D, you will be able to create a 3D character from A to Z, and then you can also sculpt your character if you want to draw or 3D model 3D model an alien character or a human character. You can use a sculpting tool, and also after finishing these tutorials, you are going to know the basic animation techniques in Blender 3D. So I think that's it for this video, and see you in the next video. Thank you.